Leslie right here with a Tuesday tutorial by Digital Delights by Libby Lou. Today I'm going to be showing you how to color with chalks, and I'm going to be using the Pedaling Dorrie deck, some cardstock, chalks, cotton swabs, or pom-poms with an applicator, and some white charcoal pencil. Let's get started. Alright guys, I'm having a technical difficulty kind of night, hoping I can get this done for you before we lose connection one more time. I'm using Pedaling Dorrie deck, and I'm going to show you the difference in coloring her rather than using this technique on a white cardstock where I've gone in with some yellow chalks, and I'm using these plain old yellow chalks like this. And by old, I do mean old. I've had this set for quite a while. And I'm gathering up yellow on my little bits of yellow and coloring her in. And then when I need to go darker, I add in a little bit of the yellow orange or whatever. Now I could do this, and this is a fun technique in and of itself to color the whole thing, but I really like the look you get when you're coloring on a colored cardstock. And as you see, this is yellow. This is already pre-colored yellow. I don't have to go in all over her and color her yellow. She's already yellow. So what I can do is go with a little bit smaller cotton ball, and I'm using these kind of tweezers that it's holding the ball without me tweezing it. To open it, I have to squeeze it. So see? So that's the kind of applicator I'm using with these. And I'm getting kind of a yellowy orange to color in the base of my little mouth here. And using circles, like to color in circles. It makes it smoother and less streaky than if you were going back and forth. And just kind of start bringing out some color around my duck. Give her some shade underneath her brim, around her eyebrows, a little here on the sides. And the neat thing about coloring with chalk is you don't have to worry about going outside the lines, because if you accidentally color over here, for instance, get you a white eraser and just erase that away. It's great. Now, you think, okay, that's great, but when I really want this to stay for my card, is it going to? Yes, absolutely. If you have a fear of it moving, you can spray it with like some hairspray or a fixative of some sort. But if you let it set for a while, right now, I'm catching it while it's still pretty movable. But if you let it set for a while, it will harden it, or not harden up, it will cure, and you won't have to worry about your chalk going anywhere. And so I'm coloring her little feet. I'm envisioning her wearing some sandals. So even though my pom-pom is big and it's going over the edge, I'm not worried. I'm going to come in here and catch it with the eraser and add in a little bit of dark orange. In places here, and add a little right there. So I'm pretty happy with her feet and her face even. I might put a little more color on the face here. I'm going to turn my pom-pom around and go back to the other side and put a little color around her beak area so it kind of acts like a highlight. And I could even go in with a little bit of pink to kind of add a little highlight in there around her beak with some pink. I like how she's looking there. Maybe just a smidge going down here. and she just kind of blends in. On the camera, it looks like it's a little more harsh than it really is. She really just kind of blends in with the background paper. Love that. Now, because we are on colored paper, I have found that using a white charcoal pencil is perfect for coloring in the whites of the eyes to make them come back white. And white charcoal is essentially a pencil or a chalk too, so this is perfect. Usually your set comes with a white, you can do that, but a white pencil is just great for that. Now, I want to color in the rest of my Dorrie duck, so I'm going to come down here and just, I keep working in one color because it's easier than changing out my pom-pom every time. But I could change out my pom-pom. It's not a big deal to do that. So here is Dorrie's kind of colored in now. A little extra highlight around the hands. Yeah. And then my color in her little frog floaty. And I'm going to start with a lighter green and then work in some areas of darker green. And so I'm going to color the whole thing with this lighter green, including Mr. Frog. There we go. And then I go back in with a little bit darker green and color in some of these little spots that are around, looking like camo kind of spots. And I love how easy this is to work with to get the effect of the colors on things. So cute, cute, cute. And then I think I'm going to go with the greens again on Dorrie's hat. And this makes laying on colors so easy. Now, just like with watercolor or with regular colored pencils, there are mediums you can use with chalks that make them act more like watercolor paints and things. I personally just like this look of a chalked image. And you'll notice I'm not worrying too much about coloring in the lines there. I'll go back with my eraser here in a minute and erase back out my sunglasses where I want it to be lighter or darker. And I can to make sure my eraser is not contaminated with another color before I do something like that, because I don't want to get drag orange through my green. I mean, I could still erase it. That's not a big deal, but so erase it back out a little bit, the lines there. And then I'll probably come in here, get a little bittier, that's a technical term, a smaller little pom-pom. And I've even gone so far as to kind of wad it up a little bit so I can have a smaller notch. And I'm going to come in, I think, with maybe black. to go kind of around. And really, if I wanted to, and I should do this, use, they also make charcoal colored charcoal pencils, and they are very handy. If I can see one right here, I thought I had one handy. You could use that or a regular matte pencil if you were so inclined. I am so inclined to use a black. And so, if you use this black charcoal pencil, it's great because it's super black as opposed to the black chalk. There we go. And to kind of get a little, kind of make it look like shades, you can add a little gray in here to make it a little bit darker, like it's sunglasses. And then I'm going to color in his cute little shoes. Give him some green sandals. Gonna go with the dark green, I think. He's got his little sandals on. Okay, green. And again, come in with your chalk. Clean up your edges. Make it look like you want it to look. And here we go. Clean up your edges around your frog. And there you go. And if you want to go around the edges again, on the outside like you would with your markers or whatnot to kind of give him a little deeper set, you can certainly do that. And I will come back later and show you my card. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial and are not afraid to try jazz him up with some chalks on some colored paper. Thank you for stopping by. Remember, today's tutorial is brought to you by Digital Lights by Libby Lou, and I can't wait to see you next time. Thank you for stopping by.